What's going on out there, my guys? Hey, man. Shout out. I'm gonna shout somebody out real quick, man. This is a new subscriber. Somebody just checked. I just saw on YouTube, man. He's a new YouTuber to the gun community. Welcome him. I want y'all to go sub to him, man. Hold on one second. I forgot his name. Sorry, my guy. I ain't want to chop your name up. Um, yeah, his name is Two Shots, man. TEWSHTZ. I'm gonna share him on my community wall so y'all can go sub to my guy Two Shots, man. Get him up to 1,000 subs and beyond, man. We are the small gun community. We gotta look out for one another out here. You know what I'm saying? So excuse the background noise. You know what I'm saying? If you hear it. But anyway, he brought up an interesting point, man. He just started getting into buying guns, man, and he's kind of like he said, man, he loves being around guns, man. He goes into gun stores like you're a kid in a candy store, and it's like you buy one and you just can't stop. And there are a lot of people that don't like guns will never understand this, and he's exactly right. That's how I feel when I go in a gun shop. I could stay in the gun shop all day, like for 10, 11 hours. I can just stay in there and play with weapons all day. I can go to a gun show and never come out. I love being around them. I love being around firearms. You know what I'm saying? I was just like him when he told a story. He said he was little. He would buy plastic guns and stuff, and that was just like me when I was little. My godmom would give me this money, and I would go buy cap guns, and I would buy water guns and break them apart and all that kind of stuff. And everybody else is buying candy and dumb shit and GI Joes, and I'm running buying guns and shit like that. You know, it's just like you buy one, and you just can't stop. You're like, all right, this is all I need. All I need is this. I'm good with this gun right here. Held 12. Oh, actually, how much did this one hold? I forgot, man. See, 15. I'm sorry. This is a 380. Holds 15 rounds. I'm good with this. I don't need nothing else. Or sometimes you be like, all I need is one handgun, one shotgun, one rifle, and I'm good. We don't need no more. Then you go to the store to buy ammunition or something, right? One day, right? And then you see this in there. You're like, oh my god. Oh man, maybe I shouldn't buy. I'm good. I got my one pistol at home. I'm good with that. But then you end up buying this baby right here, this 1911 right here. That is what it is, man. You have if that ever happened to you, unfortunately, you have been bit by the gun bug, y'all. It happens to the best of us. But see, this bug that bites you, you don't want to get rid of that one. You don't want to try to, like a tick get on you or something. You want to, kill him. No, no, no. You leave that gun bug right there. You've been bit for a reason, but this is a good bite. I've gotten into guns. I've liked guns since I was a kid. I started really buying them when I moved to a state where I could buy guns. So I'm from New York City. We couldn't own firearms, so I moved to Virginia, and it was like a whole other world for me, man. I've never been to a gun show a day in my life. When I got down here, I went with my friend, and I'm seeing all these guns on the table. It was tripping me out. I was like, that was what did it for me. Like I did buy my first gun was a Smith and Wesson Signal. It was a 40 caliber. That was my first weapon that I ever bought legally and stuff, right? So when I got in the gun show, man, my head was spinning in there. I was going haywire. I was like, holy shit! I was like, look at that! What the fuck is that? What's this? I've never seen those in New York like that. There's no gun shows in New York City. Maybe upstate New York, but in the city we don't have gun shows. I think it's only one gun shop in New York City, man. One gun shop in the five boroughs, man. I might be wrong about that. Maybe two, but only cops and shit like that is allowed to really go buy the guns and shit, like celebrities and people that have weapon permits and all that shit. But um, yeah, yeah. When I went to the gun show, that's what did it for me, man. And so when I got to that gun show, my first gun I ever bought from the gun show was a Jimenez 22 and a Taurus 38. I bought them at the same time. So that was the first guns I bought from a gun show, and that was it, y'all. From there, then my first long gun was a Maverick 88, and then my first rifle was an AK 47. So yeah, those was my first type of firearms getting down here when I first got down here. But I've been bit by the gun bug, and I'm never gonna stop. That's just what it is, man. You know, um, me coming from New York City where we can't own firearms, I finally got to a state where I could at least enjoy my natural born right to self defense. Even though most of these states violating your rights in some way, rather it's through permits, that's unconstitutional. Rather it's telling you can't carry more than 10 rounds in your magazine. Rather, it's making you register your gun. Rather, it's making you talk to a cop or police, go to a police station to ask them, to beg them to please give you a firearm. All of that is infringing on your natural born rights. Okay, they got some states where you have permitless carry. I applaud them, but for the most part, all these states are violating our rights in one way or another. And it's funny because people like to say the feds is not even the feds, man. It's the feds too, but the states is just as bad as the feds. The states are the ones that's violate your rights directly. So the states ain't saints. They not let off the hook with this shit. The states always get mad at the federal government. Talk about the federal, they don't have rights and jurisdiction over them. No. What it is the states don't want the federal government stepping on you before they do. They want to have the exclusive rights to step on your neck over the feds. That's all that is, man. So when people keep talking, the states have the rights. The federal government should be no. That's right too, but the states shouldn't be violating your rights either. Just because it's a state, don't give them the right to violate your right to self defense, man. That if you want to be honest, when you look at it, it's even worse what the states doing because the states are supposed to be there for their civilians, right? But they're not. They're just as bad, dude. So I don't have no faith in none of these motherfuckers, man. Fuck all of them. Be honest with you. You know what I mean? My thing is this: if they don't like suppressing, they don't hate guns. They hate when you have them, or they hate when they like when you're restricted, but they don't restrict themselves. They can have fully automatic weapons with their detail and everything, but you can't do it. Or they make you jump through all these hoops, pay thousands of dollars for a fully auto. It's crazy, man. But nonetheless, um, I look at these as these are our weapons. These are our equalizers, but they are also beautiful to look at. They're beautiful pieces of art, machinery, everything about them I love. Um, Guns to us gun owners that love firearms. They're not just objects. They are a member of our family. We look at them as our children, our babies. We call them our babies. We clean them. We wash them. We take care of them. We feed them. We take them out for exercise. Shit. I even talk to mine, man. I got names for some of them, and this is a thing that non-gun owners will never understand. You have to be a gun owner to understand that. That's how we treat these. There are members of a family like a dog or a cat would be, you know. And a lot of times, man, when you buy a firearm for the first time, you only got one. Most of the time, you have a gun cabinet or a safe to keep them in, and you open that up, you like, damn, this safe is empty. I got her right here by herself. I gotta get her some company. She's lonely. So then you run out and you buy you another one, and then you like, I saw this other 1911, and I like, I gotta start adding more. And then you buy gun racks and scopes, and then that's how it starts. And a lot of us, man, we don't know when it's gonna stop, man. It's probably gonna stop when we stop breathing. That's when it's gonna stop with me. When I stop breathing, bro, that's when it's gonna stop, man. But I love them. There's everything about them. I don't love them because I want to hurt people. It's just kind of like when people collect stamps and coins and stuff like that. Firearms are collectibles and they are heirlooms. They're going to be heirlooms someday, especially for some of us that might have sons. Um, we pass them down to our kids and grandkids and stuff like that. That's why I buy a lot of oddball. I'm gonna start buying oddball guns. You saw me. I bought that Altar 380. It was the little glue gun looking 380. Cheap as far as price, but in the future it might be worth something. People don't think about stuff like that. People knock these cheaper firearms. Oh, this is a $200 hard point. Well, hey, listen, to somebody in the future, that might mean a lot. It might be worth something one day. My firearm collection. I haven't did the tally on the total what it's worth. Meaning, if I was to take it to a shop and got full price, not a pawn shop, because a pawn shop is gonna rip you off. If I take it to a gun shop, you're probably gonna get a better price than you would if you take it to a pawn shop. I haven't really tallied up how much my current firearms are worth, but I can garner quite a pretty penny for what I currently have. So, but I ain't getting rid of them. These are my babies, man. So to all the people that's been bit by the gun bug, you don't want to get rid of that kind of bite. Keep that. Keep buying, man. Keep buying your ammunition. Keep buying firearms. Keep buying accessories for your firearms. Don't stop, man, until you feel like you can't go no more. Because it's your right. Don't ever let nobody tell you you're doing something wrong or say, oh, you got too many guns. You know what you say to them? Well, you got too many pair of sneakers. You got too many pair of shoes. You got too many purses. If your lady ever tell you, man, you got too many guns, you be like, man, first of all, I'm a man. You can't tell me what I can and can't own. If I got too many guns, then throw away some of your shoes and purses that have no meaning, really. What are they really doing for your life? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? You can't sell your shoes like that and get a lot of money back for them unless it's some red bottoms or some shit like that. But most people don't have those. All right, so don't let nobody tell you what to do or how to do it. You got bit by the gun boy. Welcome to the goddamn club, man. That's just what I got to say about that. Anyway, it's your boy Rebel Shooter. Take care of yourselves. Honor the Second Amendment, but honor your natural born right first. And respect firearms. Always be safe out there with your guns. And I'll catch y'all later on the next one. And I'm off this. Peace.